Raider Nation, what's going on? It's Mitchell Renz, your host of the Raiders Report. It's Monday, which means in the offseason, it's a Madden live day. If you didn't know, we got a 9-3-1 Raiders team traveling on the road to the city of brotherly love, where I used to live, well, at least close, 2 hours down the road. Shout out to the 570 and everybody in PA. But this is going to be a really big-time game for the Silver and Black. When the Raiders' schedule first came out, I said the most difficult game on the Raiders' entire schedule was when they were going to go play the Philadelphia Eagles. It's on the road, it's Week 15, and that kind of fits the bill of the type of football that I think the Raiders want to kind of play as well. The Raiders wanted to do a little bit of a copycat thing like Philadelphia did this offseason. They went ahead, they beat the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl, and I do think that the Raiders have been a team that they're kind of looking at what Philadelphia did, and they try to resemble that by going out and getting a guy like Ashton Jeanty, which, speaking of which, if you haven't already voted at the live poll yet today, please make sure you do so. Who's going to have more rushing yards this upcoming season? If you think it's going to be Jeanty, vote Jeanty. If you think it's going to be Saquon Barkley, go ahead and vote for Saquon Barkley. I mean, no matter what is this, both running backs are unbelievably talented, and both guys are going to be big parts of the reasons why their team wins or to why their team loses. Now, what we are doing today on the Raiders Report is we're going to be doing a Week 15 Madden simulation between the Silver and Black up against the Philadelphia Eagles. And I'll also be able to break down when exactly the playoff, we'll say, picture is looking like right now. I'll say this, it's looking pretty good for the Las Vegas Raiders in order to make the playoffs. Philadelphia is obviously doing very well as well. But for the AFC standings as it stands right now, here's what we're looking at. The teams that are winning their divisions, the Bills, the Ravens, the Chiefs, and the Texans are all right there. But then, right there is the Raiders, 9-3-1, who just beat the Denver Broncos, who fell to 8-5. I think it's really interesting that the Tennessee Titans are kind of right in the mix of things, though. I want to say that they're 8-5, and then Cincinnati is 7-6. The Pittsburgh Steelers are 6-7, and then in the hunt as well is the Los Angeles Chargers. So let me know down below. Let's get some votes going. Type AJ for Ashton Jeanty. Type SB for Saquon Barkley. Where are y'all thinking? Where are we going?
Also, missed y'all this weekend. We had a 3-day weekend, but I know there's a lot of Dodger fans in the chat right now. Anybody watch some Dodgers baseball this past weekend? Hell yeah!
Literally before the show starts, Chuggs goes, I can't wait to see where the Dodgers fans are at.
Anybody watch some Dodgers baseball? Nobody? Just me? I thought it was a great series this past weekend. Great job by the Dodgers. Great job.
I did see the Mets won the Subway Series, and I'll say this. The Savannah Bananas are the most entertaining baseball team on the planet right now, and it's not close. And watching the party animals than the Savannah Bananas, I'd rather watch them than any team in the MLB
this is how I know about Dodger fans. That everybody's now claiming the Athletics and other teams. Like, I'm an Angels fan. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not a Dodgers fan.
Oh, man. I'll tell you this. Sometimes you got to give credit where credit's due, though I'm not going to overlook July baseball. That'll
also pretty classless. The Dodgers play-by-play announcer being like, "Oh, are the Astros cheating?" Yeah, we're cheating in a random game in July.
I didn't watch it. I also think this, though, it's not bad for somebody to assume that somebody who has cheated is cheating.
It's not even the same people.
I don't disagree with you, but I think it's just that's what people do. They look at the team. It's like saying the Patriots and calling them cheaters still when Bill and all them cheated so many
It's like if I was like, oh, you got to watch out for Ashton Jeanty on the roads. It's like, no, it's a different team, a different guy.
You're right. That you're 100% right with, which that's a whole nother conversation. So here today on our live show, we're going to be doing our normal tailgate. If you want to get your questions, comments on the show, hashtag Raiders or Super Chat to skip the line. If I sound sick, I'm not sick. I think it's allergies. I was out all weekend at Alex's parents' house, and they live like in this middle of nowhere, like literally middle of nowhere. And I don't know why. I feel like I sound like crap today, but I honestly do feel okay. We are going to be doing a duck race at the very end of today's show, so if you want an opportunity to win some money, you're going to have a shot to do so. I should also mention this. I'm going to be live today, Madden Sim. I'm going to be live on Tuesday, no Sim. Thursday, I'm going to be interviewing Dante Thornton Jr., so make sure you're tuned in for that show. And then Friday is actually Raiders-Texans Madden. But since my honeymoon is next week, we are not doing any Madden simulations next week, so please keep that in mind. So if you're like, I really need a good Madden sim, it's today and then also on Friday, just so all of y'all know. Mile High still here rocking, which is mind-blowing to me. Caleb Tarr, DeAndre Mallory, King Shaw, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Seth, what is your confidence level in Zach Carter from 1 to 10? Probably like a 3, not all that high. I think if he's out there on the field, some other things ended up happening. He'll make the team more than likely, but not somebody that I'm overly confident in. In terms of the deals that we got going on today, I do have a few different deals for all of y'all. It is a $10 Venmo if you're trying to get in the duck race, which now that I see it, if you want to do, we could do 10. I was going to say, I already saw Fabian Moreno's in, and then I also just saw that Sancho is also in on top of that. So I'll just give you guys 2 ducks. Appreciate you trying to get in bright and early. Fabian Moreno, I got you. I also see Sancho, I got you. You in right now as it stands. $10 Venmo. But here's what we're doing. If you want a chance to get in our fantasy football raffle, it is a $5 super chat. At the very end of the month, we're going to tell you who's getting in to join Rebel Montana, Fabian Moreno. If you send in a $20 super chat, I'm going to give you 4 tickets and a wheel spin. The best way to get a deal today is via the wheel spin. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Every hundo that we get is going to be a bang. And right now, our July bang race, Fabian Moreno is in the lead with 3. Vutter and Just Win, baby, with 2. Patrick Roche and Raiders Sancho in there at 3rd with 1 bang apiece. Now, I know that it's Monday. I hope everyone had an amazing 4th of July weekend. I ate a lot of food. I really didn't drink all that much because, again, I'm trying to be a little bit slim for my honeymoon, and I really only drink here on Raiders Report live shows during the off-season. But I mean this, man. I hope everyone, and I mean it, hope everyone had an awesome, awesome 4th of July weekend. Stockgotten, new injury update on Wilkins? No, unfortunately, I do not have anything for anybody as it stands right now. Here's what I do want to know, though. Give me your score predictions for the Raiders up against the Philadelphia Eagles in this matchup. I think if you're the Raiders and you want to win this one, you're honestly, you got to be able to put up some points. You got to be able to slow down their running attack, but there has to be some explosive plays through the air because Philly's going to try to dominate you the way that the Raiders are going to want to try to dominate teams this upcoming season.
Just a lot of dominatrix.
A lot of dominatrix. Give me 28-24.
Shout out to Blue.
Shout out to my boy Blue. 28-24 is going to be my score prediction.
For the Eagles?
I'm going to go Raiders.
Raiders?
I mean, if it's Madden, I'm always going to take the Raiders.
Sam, any comment on PFF putting out that fake smear piece article naming Sean Payton the second best coach in the NFL?
F. Sam, even I disagree with that. So, shows how biased or unbiased I am.
Oh, wow.
I was pretty surprised that they named Sean Payton number 2, but it is what
Sam,
it is.
a man of the sheeple.
I see King Shav says 24-7. Philly. Damn, brutal.
Pete Carroll's been to 2 Super Bowls. Why isn't he on the list?
Well,
it's only for returning coaches.
I'm using the same logic.
No, it's if you read it, it's only for returning coaches.
Well, I didn't
Oh.
Sam, clearly I didn't read it. Luda, 34-31. Raiders. Set 33-14. Raiders. Chip Hall, 20-17.
There's a
Raiders.
There's a table there. There's a table right there.
Sam just absolutely wrecked his knee, which...
His shin.
I also ran
Oh,
into
well, true. Blaine Craig, you in. I see you down there, Blaine. Appreciate you tuning in, my man. I got also DeAndre Mallory.
Oh, yeah.
In. What?
Ryan Campbell.
Son of a gun, dude.
I'm in.
Son of a gun. Let's go, Raiders. I'll tell you what, this is a really smart overall super chat. Not only does he get a score prediction in, this is also going to be a wheel spin on today's show. So, Ryan, you're going to get 4 raffle entries for our fantasy football league. Again, it's going to be at the very, very end of the month. And what you guys are going to see is this wheel. And whatever it lands on is going to be the deal of the day, at least for a short amount of time. So here we go. Depending on what it lands on. Oh, boy. All right, so we're giving away 3 free raffle tickets. So for you personally, Ryan, you get 4 tickets. Now, if somebody wants an opportunity to join the fantasy football raffle, I want you to spam RC down below for Ryan Campbell. We're going to give away 3 spots. I know that not everybody has the ability to super chat. I know that not everybody has the ability to send in Venmos, but everybody does have the ability, if you're subscribed, to comment RC down below. I got Dalroy, Kirk, Luda, Brian, Edgar, Scott, Big News, all spamming those RCs down below. Chuggs, I'll let you pick whoever you see down below.
All right.
Spamming
I'm going to go Brian Baca.
All right.
Edgar Gonzalez.
Okay.
And let's see. Who wants it? Who wants it?
Big money, big money, big money.
No whammies. Xenomorph. You're in.
Xenomorph, you in. So we will do the wheel spin. Anytime somebody sends in a 20, Ryan Campbell, appreciate you tuning in. And it's good to see you. Also, new profile pic. If my memory serves me correctly, Ryan is one of the biggest, baddest mother effers that watches this show. He does a lot of amazing stuff for this channel. But I believe this is a new profile pic. Please correct me if I'm wrong, Ryan. Let's face it, if we're going to take down the defending Super Bowl champs, you need an X factor. You need a player that maybe is going above and beyond what they usually do in a game. That's what we're going to need. So who do you believe is the X factor for the Las Vegas Raiders against the Philadelphia Eagles today? Offense, defense, where exactly are we leaning? For me personally, I look at this game, and I want to be able to say Christian Wilkins if I'm being 100% honest, but I'll also go along the lines of an Elandon Roberts, somebody along the lines of a Germaine Pratt, maybe even Jeremy Chinn, because the importance of locking down the ground game, very critical. Also locking down Jalen Hurts and making him throw the football, extremely critical. I think also being able to slow down the tush-push, which I don't know if they do that in this game, like in Madden.
They don't have it in Madden.
Push. No?
No, just because in a video game, that would be like...
you could technically probably run the play every time.
Yeah, and I think that would be their biggest fear is that somebody would just...
Tush push.
Yeah, spam that play.
It'd be interesting. Hurry up, tush push. In Madden, when you turn off stamina, it's the most impossible thing, I'm sure, to stop. Who knows, though? Maybe it wouldn't work. Geno Smith from Rebel, Montana. Tre Tucker from WS.
Bowers and Chinn.
I see. Bowers on O. Chinn on defense from Zeno. We got Michael Mayer from Luda. Mile High is going to go with Derek Carr. It's just a QB sneak from WS. Luda and Ryan, Michael Mayer. See, I'll say this. To the people that call it just a quarterback sneak, it's clearly more than just a QB sneak, and I only say that because they're literally voting on whether or not the play should be kept or not. When it goes to that, to that point, I think we have to be able to look ourselves in the mirror and go, it is a little bit more than a QB sneak. I mean, it is. I think that is a fair assessment. What up, Yoda Jenkins? Super chat time.
Yo.
Here on the show. Raiders 24-21, and prayers for Texas. Yeah, I'll tell you this, man. Seeing everything that we've been seeing down here again. Chuggs and we live in Dallas. It's pretty far away from Kerrville. But just seeing some of the photos, some of the videos, and seeing all the families that have been impacted. I mean, I was just listening to to somebody here at the office talking about they knew somebody that was impacted by the floods. I think it just goes to show that Mother Nature is unbelievably powerful, and it's why you got to tell people that you love them every day, because the craziest things can happen. I mean, the amount of water, the amount of flooding that happened in such a short amount of time.
Yeah.
I mean, like minutes. I mean, it was crazy. But, Yoda, I think this is always going to be a show that we try to have fun. We try to have a good time. But I also do really appreciate when people, mention stuff like this, because, yes, it's a difficult conversation to have, but I think that all YouTube channels, or at least my channel here, if we're going to sit up here and say that we're a family, we got to be able to have conversations about good, the bad, and the ugly and this is one of those really ugly situations.
Yeah.
But prayers out to all the families, to everybody that was impacted, and I know you actually talked about it today in your video.
Yeah,
about ways to help.
So first off, I showed this. So the NFL, the Texans, and the Dallas Cowboys all together donated $1.5 million to the relief efforts, which obviously, goes a long way to helping out. Also, shout out to, and we like us in Texas, and like you've heard the jokes before and stuff about H-E-B, our grocery store down here in Texas. And it is true, like, it's more than a grocery store for us. And you probably hear a lot about Texas people like being like, oh my God, like H-E-B is the best. But this is part of the reason why, because after that, horrible event, 2 days later, H-E-B sent hundreds of these trucks filled with disaster relief, filled with food, filled with, things that families need. And I can put the link to this in the chat.
Okay.
But H-E-B also tweeted out, basically, stay tuned. And if you'd like to help, here's a couple different ways. I can put that in the chat. If anybody wants more information on what's going on or wants to be able to help in that way, the link to the tweet I just put in the chat. But, dude, H-E-B, more like crazy that we're talking about a grocery store during something like this, but truly, like, they're, like, incredible with, like, what they do. And the fact that they're, like, they don't need to. Like, nobody's forcing them to do any of this. They're sending trucks of food, clothes, supplies, everything that they need to, help the people who are affected in that area. I think is just incredibly awesome.
Yeah, and I knew that you talked about it a little bit earlier today. And, again, Yoda, I think when people bring up stuff like this, we got to be able to have conversations about it. And, it was shocking. I think is the best way to put it. The amount of videos that I watched, the amount of just heartbreaking stories that we've already heard in such a short amount of time.
Yeah.
But if you guys want to go help, Chuggs put that link for you guys down in the comments, down in the description. So please don't be afraid to help out. All right, Yoda, you did send in a 20, which means let's crank up the wheel here. Whatever it lands on is going to be the deal. Oh, boy. All right, so here is the deal. If somebody bangs, we're going to give away 5 free raffle tickets.
And the funny thing is, we actually might be running back the devil deal of the day with this because, as you say that, 200 likes and a bang for the Night Devil. New profile pic as well. Shout out to you.
I love it.
He said, let's run it back. So this was our devil deal of the day. On Friday, he said, or on Thursday, getting my days mixed up, on Thursday, and he said, let's run it back again.
Let's freaking do it, man. So here's what we're doing. Until this game gets underway, every time somebody bangs, we're going to give away 5 extra spots into our fantasy football raffle. Now, on top of, if you're the person that bangs, you already get a ton, but I also think this is a show that not everybody has that opportunity. So I do know that sometimes people like to feel like, you know what, man, I'm going to try to help out some other people in the chat. And the fact that we got 220 people right now, if we get to 200 likes, the devil deal of the day is that my guy Fabian Moreno, a.k.a. the Night Devil, is going to be throwing in a bang. And you know what? Sometimes you guys are unbelievable because Patrick Roche bang from the top Roche. Another bang for the month of July, which now puts him tied for the second most bangs. You know who else got a new pick? Patrick freaking Roche, dude.
Let's go. And that means
he got a pick. I love it.
5 free tickets I'm going to hand out. All you got to do, spam Patrick Roche in the comments section. You can type Patrick Roche, PR, one of those two. Spam it down below. I'm going to give away 5 free tickets for the fantasy football raffle.
Dude, I like the fact that now I know what you look like. And I'm also proud of you because I think it was Friday or it was an earlier show last week where we were trying to explain, and I feel like it was to you, on how to change your profile picture. And I'm proud that you did it, man. I'll tell you this. I didn't know how old you were, but judging by this, I'm going to guess you're high 40s, low 50s. And anybody around that age that I think can do it, I'll tip my cap to you a little bit. Though,
all right.
Patrick, if I'm really off on your age, don't get too mad at me, man. I'm a straight shooter, which I hope that you guys appreciate.
All right, I'm going to go with Seth, Blaine Craig, Jake Serb, Robert Joseph, and Jeremy Cole.
Ryan Campbell said 52 is my guess. You know what, Ryan? If I'm gonna lock in a number here, I'm gonna go with 51. That was legitimately the very first number that I thought of for Patrick Roche's
And
age.
obviously Patrick Roche getting another
Roche, you get a
massive amount of tickets.
Let's frickin' go, dude. Patrick Roche decided to show some love to the nation, which I think anytime that happens, man, it's awesome.
And you know what that means?
Let's go.
All we need is 88 more likes. We have that amount of people in here that haven't liked the video. 88 more likes, and the Night Devil, Fabian Moreno, he's banging.
The deal of the day. You know what? Chip Kelly.
I believe in Chip Kelly.
Used to coach the Philadelphia Eagles. And I think
Revenge game.
If you asked a lot of Eagles fans what they thought about Chip, I don't know if they'd say too many positive things.
Probably not.
Probably not. What is your confidence level in Chip Kelly today? And I want you to answer this question not like Madden Sim on July 7th. I want you to answer this question as if Chip Kelly, Week 15, December 14th, 2025, going back to Philadelphia. What's going to be your confidence level in Chip on that day? Because I do think a lot of times, we bring up players that are getting revenge games. This is going to be a revenge game for Chip Kelly as far as I'm concerned, because I do really think that Philadelphia, that first year it was great, and then it got ugly really, really quick, and Kelly kind of got ripped apart for, not being the best people person when he was the head coach. And again, he's great with the X's and O's. But scale it from 1 to 100. 1, you're not confident of all. 100, he's the best OC you could ask for. What would be your confidence level in Chip Kelly today against the Philadelphia Eagles? I see a 75 from Luda, a 90 from Chris Keller. There's a part of me that wants to put this a 100, and I only say that because I do think Chip is one of the smartest offensive minds in the NFL, and I don't care what anyone, that's going to be a game that he's got circled on his calendar. He might not admit that game's circled on his calendar, but let's be real here. It's going to be circled on his calendar.
Oh,
Seth,
yeah.
I see 65. Dutch Prod's going to go 86.5.
Which also, can you name the other? Not you. Everybody in the chat, we know the Philadelphia Eagles he coached. Can y'all name the other team that he was the head coach for? Because it was hard for me to think of it in the NFL.
Yep.
He coached the Eagles and he coached one other team. What's the other team? It took me a second to think of it, and I was like, dude.
I'll admit this.
I did not remember that.
When Jeremy asked me this question first, which was a few months ago, I did not get it right. And I did not realize that. But I'll say this. I actually think that Raiders fans will get it because of who he coached for.
Yeah, and I see a lot of people in the chat already getting it. It is the 49ers. He coached them for one season and then was fired.
Now, we've mentioned that a few times because the Raheem Mostert connection. So, Mostert was the running back with Chip Kelly in 2016, or was one of the running backs in 2016 on that San Francisco team. So, that's a connection. I also know a lot of people on the West Coast because Chip was at Oregon, and then, again, with the Bay, you're going to get a lot of the people on the West Coast connecting those dots. Drew said, was he replaced by Jim Tom Sula? Off the top of my head, I do not know.
I think so, actually.
Off the top of my head, I do not know. All I know is that he coached there in 2016. And I know that because, again, of Raheem Mostert.
Let's see. No, he actually wasn't. He replaced Jim Tom Sula.
Oh, okay.
And the next coach that the 49ers hired after Chip Kelly, any guess?
I mean, is it Shanahan? No, yeah, that'd be my guess.
Yep. Kyle Shanahan, and he's been the coach since 2017. I think maybe like the third or fourth longest, which is crazy, longest tenured head coach in the NFL. Maybe fourth or fifth.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely up there. I mean, the longest tenured coach in all of professional sports right now is Mike Tomlin.
Yep.
Which I thought was pretty interesting.
I'd go Mike Tomlin and then probably
Andy Reid.
And I was thinking Andy Reid.
Andy Reid, Shanahan. Who would
Harbaugh with the Ravens. He's been there for a while because he coached in that Super Bowl against his brother Jim whenever he was the coach of the 49ers.
Sure. No, I mean,
he actually might be above Andy Reid now that I'm thinking about it. Might be close.
It's got to be really close between Reid and Harbaugh in terms of like them being with that same team.
Yeah.
I agree. Aaron Reynolds, Chip Hall, X Mall, Robert Joseph. Thank you guys so much again for tuning in. Right now, as it stands, I saw a few people asking about the duck race. The last name that I got in was Stanley Holmes, and right now, as it stands, it's a $10 Venmo. You'd go home with $45 here on today's show, and we're going to do this duck race at the very, very end. So, are y'all ready to get into our Raiders-Eagles Madden Sim? I do have one more deal for y'all. Since we have 270 people watching right now, I'm going to put 2 minutes on the clock. If we can get to 200 likes in 2 minutes, and if the Night Devil ends up banging, I'm going to turn that 5 free raffle entries, and we're going to turn it into 10. If the Devil Deal of the Day stands, then we're going to turn it to 10. Let's go to Patrick Roche, 58 years old. All right, so I guess that would be a compliment, right? Yeah, if I said I thought you were 52. Dude, Patrick, you kind of look like a drummer in like an old band. Like there's not a doubt in my mind at some point in your life you played music. Not a doubt in my mind that you played some sort of music.
Flute.
I mean, I'll tell you this. Growing up, the number one instrument that I wanted to play growing up, not the flute, saxophone.
Oh, that's a good one. I played the trumpet in middle school.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Could you still play?
I bet you I could.
Low key, I kind of want to hear you play the trumpet.
I wouldn't be able to play you a song.
That's fine.
But I would be able to, because it's not just blowing in it. You have to make with your mouth, you have to
You gotta spit on that thing.
Yeah, it's like you have to make the vibration with your lips to push the air through. It's not just blowing in it. So I could make sounds with it. Could I actually play a song? No way.
We're going to have to figure out a way for you to do closing time on the trumpet this year.
Boop, boop, boop. I was going to do the...
I think we should try to do it. Patrick Roche, shout out to you, dude. Let's go to Caleb Tarr next up here. I could create a short bang jingle instrumental. I'll tell you this, man. If anybody watching the show wants to create anything that we can use,
just send it to Brett at Chat Sports.
You could. You definitely could send it there.
Charge of our graphics.
Sure. No, hey, I hear you. I think the other thing that I always get worried about is anytime you get music involved on YouTube, there's a lot of copyright infringements, and I just don't want to get in trouble. So I don't want you to make something that I can't use. That's
believe it or not,
very transparent.
We got it got taken away, but we got an original copyright strike for singing closing time.
Yeah.
They said that, and I know y'all are going to laugh. They said I sounded too close to the original, and I'm not even lying.
I know that there's been some people that have wondered why we don't sing closing time anymore, and that's a reason. And is it a big deal? No, but in the YouTube realm of things, when you get a strike like that, it's that you have a risk of getting your YouTube channel in trouble. I think it's the easiest way to put it.
Somebody asked, what's your favorite wrestling theme of all time, Chuggs? Tired take, either Randy Orton or Batista. Wired take, and he only Tired is like everybody has that take. Wired is like a hot take.
Okay.
Tired take either Randy Orton or Batista. Also Triple H. Those theme songs are, epic. They're, classic, legendary ones. One that was only there for a couple years, and if you're a real wrestling fan, you've probably heard of it before. It's No Way Jose. And his theme song when he came out was just, No Way Jose, No Way Jose. And they would pick random people from the crowd, and they'd do a conga line behind him on the way to the ring. And it would be like lights flashing. It would just be like, No Way Jose, No Way Jose, No Way Jose, No Way Jose.
I would say from my limited wrestling watching, the most iconic song for me is Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh, yeah, the glass.
As soon as the glass shatters.
Oh, dude, also.
The Undertaker, I've always thought had
Undertaker, great song. Rey Mysterio. Booyaka, booyaka, 619. Booyaka, booyaka.
See, I don't remember all. I had on my N64 WWE SmackDown. It was like a black game. I can remember it. N64 it was the black one.
Oh.
And I remember songs from that. I remember who's the American guy? Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle. You suck.
Yeah.
You suck.
That's basically our F Sam.
W's Dawn of Pops. RVD was actually top 3, one of my favorite wrestlers while I was growing up. Rob Van Dam, the whole effing show.
Who?
Great wrestler.
Rob Van Dam? I don't
Dude,
know why that's not sticking in my mind.
Rob Van Dam, great wrestler.
Robert Joseph said, Mitch, can you get me in that duck race?
The only thing that stopped him, Mitch, the only thing that stopped him from being one of the best ever, as Stephen A. Smith always says, he couldn't stay off the weed.
I feel like staying on the weed would probably help you as a WWE wrestler.
You would think, but it was like early 2000s whenever they were like really against it. They were like, no, like it's bad.
No, it's bad, but instead, here's all these painkillers to get rid of it.
Literally.
No, literally. They're like, weed's bad, but if we give you all these painkillers so that way you don't feel your body anymore, that's probably healthier.
Yeah, so he got suspended like multiple times for that, basically.
Wild, wild, wild. I do see a few more super chats coming in here. Robert Joseph Roche with the Red Hot Chili Peppers with just a sock. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know what this means. In my mind, I picture just Patrick Roche with just a sock on. I'm not going to lie to you. And you can put that sock wherever you want, Robert. If all he's wearing is a sock, I know where I'm putting it. I know where I'm going to put it. Maybe this is not what you meant. I'm not 100% sure. What I am sure about, though, is this guy's a legend. Ryan Campbell! Bang! We're giving away 5 extra spots in our fantasy football raffle, and that is Ryan Campbell's first bang of the month of July. And I'm telling you this, Ryan is always an interesting person to keep an eye out for our bang competition. Ryan, if you don't know, whoever is the MVP for the month of July, you are entered in our Raiders Report Fantasy Football League, which right now, Rebel Montana in, Fabian Moreno in. I'll also say this, if Fabian is the MVP again this month, whoever comes in second place, we're just going to put you in. Ryan Campbell, what a legend. If you guys want a spot, I want to see some RCs down below, and we're going to give away some opportunities here. RCs down below, who wants to get in? Ryan Campbell will also give you some extra entries as well for the raffle, just so you know. Appreciate you, man. Blaine Craig says, salute to you, dude. We got Zalesbo here in the building. Sean Irish, Ike Nasty, Seth.
All right, here we go. Give me Raider Nation 88, King Javier Cedino, Can't Control Life, Jerry Watson, and Zalesbo 69.
Nice. Nice.
Suavemente.
Eddie Guerrero's song was epic too.
He had a couple, but I'm guessing you mean the one where he's like, I lie, I cheat, I steal. No. Whenever he was a heel and like his whole thing, he was like a heel, but like people liked him because he would like.
That sounded like if Puss in Boots was in WWE.
Kinda. Antonio Banderas. So basically he would like every single match he would like cheat to win. So like something that he used to do that was funny was like he would grab it, like the ref wouldn't be paying attention. He'd grab a steel chair, he'd hit the ground and throw it at the other guy, and the other guy would catch it and he'd fall down. When the ref turned around, it looked like the guy hit him with the steel chair, and the ref would like disqualify the other guy.
It's kind of smart. I'm not gonna lie.
He lies, he cheats, he steals.
It's kind of smart.
That's his thing.
Let's go to I'm So Groovy. I play Undertaker's song every game and hypes us up. I think it's always interesting to like find the song that hypes you up. Where, like for me, my walkout song, again, it's a little bit different than a song like The Undertaker. But when I used to play college baseball, the song I used to come out to was Hell and Back by Kid Ink. I just felt like it resonated with me. If you had a walkout song, what do you think your walkout song would be?
I think it would have to be like, maybe like some thug like tipping on fofos, wrapped in fofos, tipping fofos, and we wrapped in fofos.
I like it. I can see you coming out to that. Robert, Red Hot Chili Peppers did a live performance a long time ago with just a sock over their junk.
Nice.
Now that makes a lot more sense, and I agree that we would put the sock in the same place now. I hope. Because if you're going out there with just a sock on and it's not over something that rhymes with sock, then I don't really know.
Jeremy, why are you wearing a no-show sock?
Well.
No, give me a Nike Elite. I need a Nike Elite sock.
Nike Elite. Holy shit, dude. I mean, I almost feel like a Nike Elite would be more uncomfortable.
Sam wears the ones that they give you when you don't have socks whenever you go to the shoe store.
Like a pantyhose or whatever.
Yeah, like the little the shriveled up one.
I mean, I don't even know how you would wear that. How would that even fit? How would a Nike Elite even?
I'll make it fit.
You'll make it fit? All right. I guess Chuggs is rocking something that I'm not rocking. Oh, man, we got a snow game in Philadelphia. I'll tell you what, there are going to be a lot of snowballs coming out of the woodworks here, left and right.
Spam those LVs!
I actually kind of like the fact that this is a snow game. We have an advantage. Wearing all whites, and here comes the Las Vegas Raiders, the 9-3-1 Raiders, up against the 10-3 Philadelphia Eagles. I think Chuggs is basically like, all right, let's stop talking about socks, and let's get into this. So, first down at 10, coming up here for the Las Vegas Raiders. I see Gary, King, Jake Serb. Let's freaking go. Type those LVs. It's going to be Geno, fake handoff, down the field looking, double coverage.
Oh, my gosh.
Threw it right there to Cooper DeJean, and Brock Bowers unable to come down with it. What did I say?
That's Reed Blankenship.
Reed Blankenship, the other white guy. As soon as I said it, I remember I was like, I actually don't know if that's Cooper DeJean. I was going to make a not-an-athlete joke, but handoff up the middle here to Jeanty. He's bouncing around a little bit, and he's going to get up to a gain of 8, third down and 2. Are you going to run? Are you going to pass? What is Pete Carroll going to do? Here we go. If it was up to me in this type of weather environment, I'm not going to lie to you, I'd probably run the football here. Though, Philadelphia's got a lot of guys on that line. Geno under center. Jeanty is the back. Smith looks like he might be switching things up here. No, we're going to run up the middle. Jeanty! First down, Raiders, and that's a huge pickup for the rookie. And I like the fact that they went with the ground game. I think if you're going to get into a snow game, sometimes you got to just battle the other team with what they do well, and you can't be afraid of the moment. Like, go beat the Super Bowl champs at their own game. Let's freaking do it, man. 5:48 to go here in the first quarter. Geno back to the ground game, and Jeanty another big hole. He's loose. 30 to the 20. What a run, but it was set up by the great blocking on that right side of the offensive line. Jackson Powers-Johnson, Alex Kappa created a beautiful running lane. Hell, even Dante Thornton Jr., the Raiders rookie, and that's a huge pickup for the silver and black. Just wanted to give a shout-out to who the person was that gave me a shout-out in the interview, LOL. So, Lesbo, I know I mentioned that on a show that I did earlier last week, but who knows? Maybe you'll see that person soon. Maybe you see him soon. Man's going to go in motion. Jakobi on the right side. Geno drops back, pressured. Oh, man, ball's on the ground. Jump on it. What a recovery job there by JPJ. I think he could have kept running. Did he get touchdown? I don't know. I'll tell you this, that's the most athletic fumble recovery I've ever seen in my entire life. That is a 330-pound man somersaulting on top of a football, getting back on his feet. I don't know if he was touchdown. What a play there by JPJ. Geno drops back and did his best Jimmy Garoppolo impression. I'm not blaming that on the snow. Make a frickin' throw, Geno. 3rd down and 11. I don't understand how you run the football so damn effectively, and then your first 2 plays are pass plays. The first one is a disaster. Yes, the play should have worked out, but got to execute. 3rd down and 11. Oh, boy. Oh, God. That was bad. I have no words to illustrate how bad that was. Somebody said it's too windy. I don't know what to think of this. Now you're going to bring out your field goal unit. You're looking at probably a solid 39-yard field goal here for Daniel Carlson. And the kick's up and the kick's good. 3-0 is the Raiders' lead, but after the way that drive started, kind of feels like a little bit of a kick in the nuts. And if you want to beat the defending Super Bowl champs, you can't get field goals when you have opportunities to score touchdowns. And the Raiders let an opportunity go through their fingers. If Geno hits Tre Tucker, I think it's a touchdown. Here we go. Philadelphia's offense getting ready to take the field. Saquon Barkley, Jalen Hurts. I did say before this game started, 2 people to really watch. Elandon Roberts and Jeremy Chinn. I think that those 2 players are going to be monumental in this actual matchup because of how good they are against the run. Reminder, y'all, if you're trying to get in our duck race, it is a $10 Venmo as it stands right now. And, Ryan, I'm going to put you in. 10 to win, $60. Throw wide open, caught. And I'm not really sure what the hell the Raiders defense was doing there. Jahad Dotson's going to pick up a giant chunk of yards, and they're all the way out now to the 45-yard line. I thought that the Raiders could have made a tackle, and it almost looked like they decided not to. 3:55 to go here in the first quarter of action. We are also 25 likes away from 200 likes. Jalen Hurts down the field. Wide open Devonta Smith. It is completed. And a first down, Philadelphia. I mean, that's back-to-back giant chunk plays there. And early to start, that's not what you're hoping for. Yeah, I mean, you can't put a better ball there. I mean, Jakorian, yeah, you would have liked to see him better coverage, but, I mean, that's literally a perfect ball there by Jalen Hurts. Come on, man. Come on, man. First down and 10 for Philadelphia. Uh-oh, wait, they're going to review it. They're saying that he, might have been out of bounds? I think he got his knee in, though. If the knee's in, it's a catch. I don't really know what we're reviewing here. I think it's clearly a catch. And it has been rolled a catch. 3:43 to go. I don't even think that was, I can't even believe that was a call. A review. Pete, I don't know what you're upset about, Pete. The Raiders challenged that? Jeez Louise. Pete Carroll, son of a gun. All right, so it's even worse than I originally thought. Pete tried to challenge it, and oh boy, Barkley one-on-one with Amari Gaynor. Jalen Hurts looking, scrambling. They got him! Germaine Pratt, no, Wilkins with the tackle. All I saw was the 4. Christian Wilkins with the sack, and that's going to be a loss of 7. 2nd down and 17. Huge play there by the Las Vegas Raiders. I see a super chat coming in here from Robert Joseph. I will be at this game with family of all Eagles fans. I'm from the Philly area. Hopefully I don't get tortured too much. Be safe. That's all I'm going to say. Be safe out there. From growing also up in that area, Philly fans, they can be reckless, especially if it's snowing. You're going to get hit by some snowballs. What a play by Tyree Wilson to take on the blocker and then also get the tackle for loss. 3rd down and 19.
It's third down.
Can the Raiders push them back a little bit more? I mean, if you're Philadelphia, you're just trying to get in field goal range here. Hurts drops back. He's scrambling, steps up into the pocket. Deflected by Eric Stokes. What a play there by the Raiders cornerback. I'm not going to lie, I was getting kind of nervous. I think that was a bad throw by Jalen Hurts overall. I kind of wish that Stokes would have got his head around and tried to make a play on the football. But, let's be honest, this is not an easy field goal attempt here. You're looking at a 51, 52-yarder in the snow. Not going to be easy. Holds good, kicks up, and I think he missed it. I didn't get a good look on it. I did not see it. He missed it. That's wide right. No good. Nick Sirianni cannot believe it. And the Raiders, they get themselves a little bit of a break. But, I mean, in a game like this, when you go back and you look, sacked by Christian Wilkins, huge tackle for loss there by Tyree Wilson. That tackle for loss is just as important as that sack there on that drive. Geno Smith, shotgun. Ball here at the 41. Back to the ground game here with Jeanty. And I feel like I've noticed over the past few weeks that Jeanty, instead of getting north and south, does a little bit too much of the bouncing out game. Get north and south, Jeanty. Let's go. Come on, man. Come on. 2nd down and 8. I'm seeing a lot of L's down below.
For the missed field goal.
For the missed field goal. Okay, I got you. I'm like, what are we spamming L for? Geno, screen, set up. Alex Kappa just too fat and slow to get out of the lead block. I thought that it was the right play. It looks like they brought some pressure. The other 2 blockers were already down the field. Kappa's got to be able to hit somebody. Also, Jeanty's got to slow down a little bit. And now we're 3rd down and 6. Raiders got to be able to capitalize after getting a huge stop there on defense. Thornton Jr. is going to go in motion. He's by himself, and I kind of like that matchup. Throws, Bowers caught. 1st down, Raiders. Bowers on Bond. And if you're going to put a linebacker, I don't give a shit if he's one of the better linebackers in the league. If you're going to put a linebacker on Bowers, it's a mismatch every single time. 1st down, Las Vegas.
Speaking of Thornton Jr. in motion, July 10th, next Thursday, live interview with Thornton Jr. Be there or be square.
Be there or be square. We will have the rookie on the show. 1st down and 10. Ball at the 36.
Thornton. Oh, he had him. If that was a pass play, I think he had him.
You think he had him? Now, I'll tell you what, a Thornton touchdown would hit like crack. Not saying I know what that feels like. I'm going to be honest. I have no idea. 2nd down and 10. Yes. Correct. And now it looks like J.J. Pegues is in the game at fullback. Geno's going to drop back, pressured, throws it, and he's just got to throw it out of bounds. Yeah, that's crazy. If the Raiders send J.J. Pegues at any point this season on a real route, I'm not going to sure. I don't even know what I'm going to think. I can't even get the words out. J.J. Pegues! Dude, it would be iconic. 3rd down and 10, and the Raiders going to go with the ground game. Jeanty! I think he got held there, a little face mask. I mean, he's getting some push and shove. Throw a flag. I really wish he would have been able to break that tackle, but here you go. Now you've got 4th down and 2. Would you go for it? Why for yes and for no? Or would you kick the field goal? Do you go for it here, or do you kick the field goal? 4th down and 2, ball's at the 28. You're looking at a solid 45-yard field goal attempt. Do you try to go up 6-0, or do you try to go for the touchdown? I'll be transparent. I'm going for the touchdown here. I'm going to go for the touchdown. I think, yes, I get it, Philadelphia missed a field goal earlier, but if you're going to beat the Eagles in Philly, I think that this is one of those situations where you go, you know what? They missed a field goal. If I can go try to get 6 here, you're feeling a lot better about 10-0. I get it. You might not get it, but 6-0 to me, it doesn't make me feel all that great. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for it here. WS said, run it with a fullback dive. You know what? If you guys are trying to run it and get into our duck race, it's a $10 Venmo at Mitchell Renz 365, which right now, as it stands, I just saw Jerry Watson said duck race. F the Eagles. Jerry Watson, I got you in, dude. It right now is a $10 Venmo. You'd go home with $65 here on today's show. Every hundo is a bang. We give you a bunch of raffle tickets on top of that. If you want to take advantage of the best deals of the day, $20 super chat, you get 4 tickets, and whatever the wheel spin is, that creates the deals. If you're just trying to get in at least 1 ticket for our fantasy football raffle, $5 super chat, and you are in. Though, we are 11 likes away from 200 likes and a big-time deal of the devil. Can't control life? I got you, bro. I got you, bro. I don't know what's going on with my nose. The pollen down here in Texas is kicking my ass. I don't get allergies, and I just feel like right now I'm in shambles. Absolute shambles. Here we go. Second quarter. Getting ready to get this thing going. Second quarter here. Antonio Pierce looking a lot like Antonio Pierce. Pete Carroll. Come on, Pete. And we're going to bring out the field goal unit. I hate it. This better go in. Kicks up, kicks good, 6-0. I don't think that would have been the play call that I would have went with. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't think that's the play call I would have went with. I love the super chat from Yoda. This game is tailor-made for Charles Snowden. Will he play? I don't know. Now, if I asked you right now, will Charles Snowden play in Week 15, real-life football, what would you say to that? Y for yes, N for no. I don't know if he will. I don't even know if he's going to make the team. I think if he didn't have the court case on July 22nd, he would be a lock. I shouldn't say a lock. I would project him to make the team because he has that court case. Anything's possible. First down and 10. Raiders are up 6-0 right now. Philly, quick throw, and it's going to be Devonta Smith on the left side, and he's going to get about 2 yards. Really solid job there by the Raiders, though, to quickly shut that play down. I do think, though, by the Raiders' defense and just kind of how they're designed to really stop the run, this Raiders' defense is more designed to stop the run than defend a pass. And because of that, I do actually think that they could give Philadelphia a little bit of issues if they're able to stay healthy this season. Jalen Hurts drops back, another quick throw, and it's Devonta Smith, and he's going to pick up enough to get a first down all the way up to the 40-yard line. I was going to say, we haven't seen A.J. Brown. It's been the Devonta Smith show early on. I mean, even Saquon. They haven't even really ran the football. How many runs do they have in this game? 1 or 2? Not even. Ball here at the 40. Hurts. And there's the ground game. What a play by Elandon Roberts. I don't know how he gained a yard, though. Second down and 9. I thought that would have been a loss of 1 or 2. We are about 3 likes away from 200 likes, and we're going to get close to the deal of the day. Second down and 9. Hurts, shotgun. 3 to the left. You got 2 to the right. Wilkins moving over to the center. Quick throw. It's a screen set up, and that's A.J. Brown. I think actually that's a little bit too conservative for the amount of people that they had open. Third down and 1. 5:04 to go here in this football game. I mean, if you're able to get this team off the field again, this could really change up this football game. Hurts, shotgun. They're switching up the play, but it doesn't look like they're switching it up too much. Jalen Hurts going to drop back. Got to make sure he doesn't run, and he's always a threat to run it, and he slides down, and he picks up a first down for Philly. I kind of wish the Raiders would have went with some sort of QB spy there because nothing was open. But if Jalen Hurts has got an opportunity to run for the ball, quite frankly, if this is a real game, that's a tush push. You know, if it's 3rd down and 1 in this situation, they're going to go tush push. Ball at the 43-yard line. Hurts, shotgun, drops back, another quick throw, middle of the field, caught. Devonta Smith, he might finish this game with 30 catches. Oh, what a flop if I've ever seen one. Jakorian Richardson accidentally runs into Smith, and he falls down. What a joke. Weak. Oh, wow. The Night Devil! Bang! The deal of the day. Hey, way to show up, nation. Way to show up for the Night Devil as well. I'm a man of my word. I want y'all to spam. Let's go with JWB. Just win, baby. We're going to give away some spots here for the Night Devil. Spam JWB down below, and you're going to get some spots in for our fantasy football raffle. Oh, what a play by Wilkins! His 2nd sack of the day, and now it is 3rd down and 16, and Philly was marching, but the Raiders defense has done a phenomenal job at this point of the field in this football game. Ball here at the 37. Anthony Green, I see you down there below, my man. I got you in. 3rd down and 16. Excuse me, 2:40 to go. Hurts. Shotgun. I feel like they have not ran the ball at all this game. Oh, my God. Hurts on 3rd and 16. Scrambles for 20. First down, Philadelphia. I mean, that cannot happen. If you're playing Philadelphia and you don't have a QB spy on this down and distance, shame on you. Shame on you. Because now you give them an opportunity to go down the field and score a touchdown. We're now kicking that field goal. That last possession doesn't make any sense. Can the Raiders get off the field here and hold them to a field goal? 4 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. It's going to be a pitch to Barkley, and a tackle is made by Las Vegas. That's going to be a gain of none. 2nd down and 10. Both teams have, Raiders only have 2 timeouts because Pete Carroll tried to challenge a play that was idiotic to challenge.
All these guys getting in. Blaine Craig, Urza Alvarado, Raider Prime, Anthony Green, Gary Backus, Edie Mazing, Michael Vasquez, Captain Steve Porch, and Chip Hall. Thank our guy, the Night Devil. All y'all just got free tickets into the fantasy football raffle.
2-minute warning here. 2nd down and 10. Philadelphia at the 16-yard line. Also, Eagles do get ball to start the second half. Very important to mention there. Jalen Hurts throws, caught, completed. Going to be a gain of 7. I'm going to be honest. I don't know. Devin White. All right. 3rd down and 3. Ball to 9. What? I'm always like, is that actually who I think it is? 3rd and 3. Hurts. Running back is Barkley. Is he going to run it again? Charles Snowden in the snow. What a play by the snowman. Timeout, Las Vegas Raiders. What? The car celebration? Oh, really? I didn't see it. And the field goal unit is out on the field to try to make this a 6-3 ball game. And I think they're going to sink this one. He does. 6-3 is the score. Raiders up. And important to remind all of y'all that Philadelphia does get ball to start the second half. Aiden catching footballs for Geno Smith. Pete Carroll looks on. And the kick is away. I mean, you got a minute 13 and a timeout. Let's go put some points up on the board. Tre Tucker Does not go very far. Gets out to about the 27-yard line. Minute 8 to go. I want to see this Raiders team be aggressive, but I also don't want them to give Philadelphia too much time to go down the field and score. Geno Smith, shotgun. Fake handoff to Jeanty. Geno looking all day to throw. Wide open, Tre Tucker. First down, Raiders. I don't know if I'd call timeout here. I probably would. You're at their own territory, ball at the 38. I would have called timeout. Yeah, better pass. This is a touchdown. Tre Tucker absolutely smokes Philadelphia's defense. That one was Cooper DeJean. That was Blankenship. 33. Yeah, I was going to say, I'm like, now who else is on that team? Here we go, Geno. Brock Bowers caught. We got to hurry it up here a little bit. Gain of 5. Ball here at the 33. Come on, Chip Kelly. Let's go. Come on, Chip. Oh, my God. What are we doing? Pick up the pace. Disgraceful. We're not going to get a playoff. What are we? Go down. Call timeout. I mean, I'm not kidding you. That's the worst play. I mean, that is the worst time management. You're counting your blessings that they gave you that timeout. I mean, I don't know if there's 1 second on the clock or if it's 0:001. I mean, if I'm Philadelphia, I'm pissed off. And if you're Geno, shame on you for calling hike with 5 seconds left. Field goal unit out here, Daniel Carlson. 9-3 ball game. I can't wrap my mind around how just piss poor of time management that entire drive was. And I get it, small drive, but we're going up against the defending Super Bowl champs, and honestly, this has been a game dominated by Las Vegas. A game dominated by the silver and black, and we're up 9-3. If this is a real-life game and this is how this one goes, I'm sitting here and going, we're going to lose this football game because we don't deserve to win it. Not that Philadelphia really does either. But then again, our defense has played really well today. They've gotten stops every time when they've needed to get a stop. They've pushed them back. I'm overreacting, but I don't like the way our offense looks right now. There's just too many points out there on the board. Leaving too many points and opportunities. No touchdowns won't win. That I agree with. But our defense has played well. We're going to get a pick after halftime from Roland. Will Brock Bowers score a touchdown today? You want to do a Bowers deal? You guys want to do a Bowers deal today? All right. If Brock Bowers scores a touchdown, and if somebody bangs after that touchdown, dude, I don't know. That's a lot. Chuggs said 2 bangs after a Brock Bowers touchdown equals a boot. 4 bangs is a boot race. Dude. I mean, I don't know if boots will help get rid of this pollen in my nose, but I'm down for almost anything at this point. All right, I'm in. If Bowers scores a touchdown, that's going to be our deal. Sprint 86 says boot for Mitch. If Bowers scores a touchdown and we get 2 bangs after that touchdown, I got a boot for you guys. Judging by your smile, I'm nervous that you know it's going to happen. He's got this look. I think I'm getting set up here. Jeremy's got this look, kind of like the look he had after week 1 where he's like, I don't know if it's going to be a tie. I have no idea. It could be. I don't know. Will Bowers score a touchdown today? I feel like I just got set up. Kyle Lowry, back to the Philadelphia 76ers. I don't know if that's earth-shattering news, but I feel like it's worth at least noting. Also worth noting is right now a $10 Venmo would get you in for a chance to win, as it stands right now, $70 here on the Raiders Report. If you don't know the other deals that we have on today's show, every hundo is a bang. You get entered in our July Bang competition, which right now, Fabian Moreno is in the lead, which I've been saying a bunch this year. Co-Butter, Just Win Baby, Patrick Roche are all tied for second. Ryan Campbell, Raider Sancho, tied for third place. If you want to get a wheel spin, it's a $20 super chat. I'll give you 4 tickets for our fantasy football raffle. The wheel spin is where the deals are today. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. We'll see how it goes down. I'm ready to get this second half started. I mean, snowy game in Philadelphia. The 9-3-1 Raiders up against the 10-3 Philadelphia Eagles. Yep. If the Raiders are 9-3-1, I don't know if I'll have a voice. I'm gonna have to learn sign language because of how much I'm gonna be screaming. Empresario Bravo, yo, what up? I haven't received my Chubby Shorts shirt from. I haven't received my Chubby Shorts shirt from Draft. I guess I'll say this. I've submitted the orders. Empresario, so just, I guess, give me your first and, I was going to say, Empresario, I'm not recognizing this name as one of the winners, as, a name that I have written down. So maybe give me your Venmo name. I'm just a little bit confused of what you're asking for right now. Jalen Hurts throws. It's been completed to Devonta Smith, and that's going to be a first down for the Philadelphia Eagles. Let me go back here. Let me look. In terms of people that won stuff that I have for Chubby's winners, Adrian Bravo, Paul Duell, and then somebody who won Mando was Norman Hernandez. So the Chubby's winners I have is Paul Duell and Adrian Bravo. If you're Adrian Bravo, because Bravo is the last name. If it's Adrian Bravo, then you should be getting something soon, or I'll double check. But I'm guessing Empresario Bravo, you're Adrian Bravo with a new name. That's my guess. Second down and 6 after a gain of 4. Ball here at the 49-yard line. And if anybody is ever in the same shoes where you haven't received something yet, don't be afraid to tell me. No hard feelings. I also do my best to get out the stuff as quick as I can. Handoff up the middle. It's going to be a gain of 5. Third down and 1. This is 4-down territory from Philly.
Third down.
Matt Fluhey is in the duck race. Mr. Fluhey. Bravo. I'll do a double check then on the Chubby stuff, and I'll get back to you. Throw completed. First down. Dallas, Goedert, first down, Philadelphia. And in all honesty, I hope the way that we talk about Michael Mayer is the exact same way people talk about Dallas Goedert, where I don't think people look at him as like a top 5 tight end, but I do think that he offers you a lot of flexibility in terms of being a good blocker, being a good pass catcher. That's what I want from Mayer this season. Throw completed, and again, it's to that Goedert guy. All the way up now to the 22-yard line. I mean, he's hitting them. Throw a flag. Though in Philadelphia, you could probably get away with that. I mean, he's just wide open in the middle of the field. Tackle by Paul Amal and Jeremy Chinn. Blankenship is fired up about it. Pete Carroll looks on. Ball here at the 22, but this is where the Raiders have been good all game long. They've been able to get stops in these moments. Hurts drops back, quick throw, steps out of bounds. Gain of 5. There was a lot more running room there to be had, and it fell short. Robert Joseph, excuse my language. It's all good. It's all good. Who? Flipper in the flubberknot. Ball at the 16, 17-yard line. Jalen Hurts is squatting awfully low. What a play design. Fake handoff to Barkley to the tight end. First down and goal, ball at the 8. Frank Caliendo-Calaterra, first down, Philadelphia. Oh, my goodness. What do you say? Goedert? I actually miss Goedert. Goedert was, I mean, if you're my age getting Goedert, you should go on a list. Jalen Hurts! Unbelievable. Touchdown, Eagles. And in a game that has been dominated by the Raiders, we are now an extra point away from being down. Adam Butler's got to wrap him up there. Got to wrap him up there. You know who might have made that tackle? John Jenkins. Shout out to my guy, John Jenkins. I was talking to Jenkins today. Seems like he's liking it in Baltimore. He did tell me that he watches the show, which I thought was pretty interesting. But Jenkins, I don't know if you're going to watch this Madden Sim, but would love to get you back on the silver and black. Shout out to my guy, John Jenkins. 10-9 is the score. Philadelphia is up 1 point now. Come on, man. Blocking the back from Gabriel.
Just like the city is full of trash, this game is full of trash.
Oh, gets out to about the 30.
Anybody else see the trash epidemic in Philadelphia? All their trashmen are on strike, so
that's true.
Nobody's picked up all the trash.
Oh, the trash, Danny. Thornton Jr. Looks like he's in the slot over there. Tre Tucker's going to go in motion. Looks like Jeanty's the back. Geno Smith throw. Tre Tucker caught. That's going to be a gain of about 6. 3:10 to go here. Uh-oh, Tre Tucker's hurt. Oh, Robert. Love when Chuggs is here. My ears on third down, though. They're getting baked. I mean, here's the thing. If it's third down and you're not getting loud, why are you here? Why are you here? Man in motion. It's Tucker. It looks like he's going to thug this one out, and he's staying in the game. Smith. Eagles bring a blitz. And they get, I mean, Geno had to get rid of the ball quickly. Good catch there by Bowers. Oh, Mayer, excuse me. Yep, Australian for Mayer. 3rd and 3. 2:25 to go. I actually, over the weekend, I went back and I watched when I spit up that beer from you making me laugh. Do you remember what you did? That was a good one. 3rd down and 3. I realize the game has been paused. What should the Raiders do here on this play? Do you run it on 3rd down and 3, or do you pass it? Give me a P for pass, R for run. I'm going to pass the football here. I'm going to pass the football here. We shall see. We shall see. Jakobi down there on the bottom. Tre Tucker in motion again. Thornton's going to have an interesting matchup if Geno wants it. Smith scrambling. First down, Geno. Oh, my goodness. He put on the afterburners. I almost think it's the snow that helped him out. I mean, when you get a guy that's this big for Philadelphia, probably unable to really slow. Yeah, Jalen Carter unable to get the tackle. What a run there by Las Vegas. Also, Tyree Wilson making that stop early on, saying, hey, what about me? What about me? Ball to 43. Geno, quick throw, is going to find his man, Jakobi Meyers. First down Raiders, and we're marching. Ball to 30. Come on, Las Vegas. If you're able to win this game in Philadelphia, you can beat anyone. If the Raiders go 10-3-1 and they beat Philadelphia in Philly, you're a Super Bowl contender. Though at 9-3-1, you're probably already a Super Bowl contender. Geno, handoff, Jeanty, wide open running lane, and the rookie's going to pick up 7. That's the Jeanty that I love to see in this game. North and south, pick up the yards. I don't need the dancing. I feel like over the past few weeks, Jeanty's kind of looked like the way Saquon looked when he was with the New York Giants. Instead of just getting the guaranteed yards, he's looking for the home run. That time, Jeanty got exactly what was there. 35 seconds to go. 2nd down and 3. Thornton's going to go in motion. Or maybe Casper, because he vanished for a second there. Geno, oh boy. Almost a pick. That ball was a very risky throw. 3rd down and 3. Do you go to the ground game or do you pass? The Raiders tried to pass it last 3rd down and 3, but Geno was able to tuck it and run. How many times can you tuck it and run? I don't know. Here we go. Hand it off. Jeanty. What a steamroll over Blankenship. And it's a first down, Las Vegas. I mean, that is an emphatic, tone-setting type of run there for Jeanty. And I think if you're the Raiders and you go for it on 3rd down and 3, I think that's you telling the entire world, hey, if we don't get it here, we're going to go for it again. And now the Raiders are down 1 point. We're getting ready to get into the 4th quarter here. Can I get some 4s down below? Can I go grab a water real quick? I just got to go get something to drink. My throat's kind of bothering me here a little bit. First down, Las Vegas. Into the 4th quarter we go. 420 people are watching. If you haven't already, make sure you click that like button. Yoda Jenkins, I see you down below. Said, Mitch, give me in that duck race. Yoda, I got you 10 right now to win $80 here on the Raiders Report.
4. It's 4th quarter time, baby. Spam those 4s. And you know what? I'm going to give a couple people some free entries into the fantasy football raffle if you're spamming those 4s. Like Zalesbo is spamming those 4s. Who else wants a free one? I see Wolverine 209. You're getting a free entry. Steven Stockgotten. You're getting a free entry. Who else wants one? Spam those 4s down below. I see Celtic Raider. You're getting one. Let's go. Oh my goodness. Holy banana socks. This dude has been out of this world. Mitch, I'm glad you're back because this one's coming in.
I don't know. Did you get a text or a Venmo?
Nope, I got this.
I clearly spilled water.
Cove Otter!
Bang! Oh my Lanta! Are you kidding me, dude? What on earth?
Cove freaking Utter, man.
You know what that means? We got a brand new July MVP, and his name is
Cove Utter.
And there's only one thing we can do now.
How about this? Because of this, the Brock Bowers deal changes. 1 bang if Brock Bowers scores, a boot, 3 bangs, and I do a boot as well. We boot race.
Cove Utter. I mean, that sounds good to me. I think when you do some legendary shit like this, you get to call your shots. Fly, Seagulls, fly, or cry, Eagles, cry. Either way, it's Raiders. Let's go, Nation. Appreciate all the content, Cove. I appreciate what you do, what you did last week, what you're doing right now on this show, and I want people to be able to get an opportunity to get some fantasy football raffle. So Cove Utter, if you want to get in, I want to see you spam and see you. Give me some Cove Utters down below. I say we give away
8 spots.
8 spots. Let's do it.
Raider Prime, you're in.
You in. If you want to get in our fantasy football raffle, I want to see some CUs down below. Cove Utter.
Emmanuel Sanchez.
He just dropped the hammer, dude.
You're in.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Let's go. Rick Kelly, you're in. Who else wants it?
Cove, if you want to comment somebody's name as well, we'll put them in.
Hella Hi Javi.
Gotcha.
You're in.
You in?
Autumn Wind 1976.
In.
In.
Rob Fravor, you're in the duck race. I got you. Cove, do I have you on Venmo?
Let's go. Kirk Lackey, you're in. Charles Brannon, you're in.
Cove flippin' utter.
Two more. Let's go. Two more. Richard Dillon, you're in.
I can't believe what I just saw.
And
it's not butter. Cove.
Let's go with
Incredible.
Armando Ortega. You're in.
Armando Ortega.
Let's go. What a way to start the fourth quarter. And what do you always say, Mitch?
When you put good energy out into the world, good shit happens.
Let's go. 1st and 10. Raiders are driving. Handoff. Ashton Jeanty. Breaking tackles. Down at the 5. Oh, my goodness.
Keep plowing forward for the rookie. 1st down and goal here. Ball at the 5-yard line.
We got to get a replay of that, Madden.
I am,
Boosh. Whoop.
I kind of want the Raiders to keep running the rock here. J.J. Pegues in the game. And they're going to go back to the ground game here with Jeanty, and he's able to squeak and get 3.
That was close.
I was worried he was going to bounce it out to the outside and lose a yard or 2, but he's able to squeak forward, gets 3 yards, 2nd down and goal, run it again. But let's go north and south. I don't want these stretch plays. Stretch plays in Madden don't always typically work. Let's go power I, hand off the ball up the middle, give it to Jeanty. They're going to give it to Pegues. You're trying to get too cutesy.
Yeah. They're trying to get him a touchdown this year.
Dude, they've tried multiple times this year. Trying to get a little bit too cutesy.
Now, 3rd and goal at the 2, do you run or pass here?
I'm running. I am running. Armando Ortega.
He said, give me 2 more spots.
Give me 2 more. Here we go. Geno, they're going to send Bowers in motion. Handoff Jeanty. Touchdown Raiders. Got to go for 2. I'm going to go for 2 here. Raiders now have made this a 15-10 ball game. I'm going for 2 to make it 17-10.
Yeah.
Let's go for 2. Put your offense back out there on the field, Pete. You guys agree? Go for 2? If you do, give me some 2s down below. I think you have to. I mean, kicking a field goal here is, or extra point, 16-10. You could play the well. Philadelphia only gets a field goal. I'm going for a 2-point conversion here.
That's what they're doing.
Got to do it. Geno under center. Drops back. He's got Bowers. Oh, he had him. He just held on to the ball too long. And he's unable to get rid of it. And that's a tackle made by Philadelphia. Jalen Carter. And the Raiders fail to convert. And now it's 15-10. I don't know if there was a miscommunication there. But I'll tell you this. Geno had Brock Bowers. He did have Bowers. He just needed to get rid of that ball as soon as Bowers turned around.
The only thing with that, and the scary part about going for 2 there is if you throw a pick and they return it all the way, they're only down by 3 because that's 2 points the other way.
Yeah, that is true. Very, very true. I mean, now Philadelphia kicks a field goal. If I'm Philly, if the Raiders would have kicked the extra point there, maybe you wouldn't kick a field goal. But Philly, if I'm Philly and I don't feel confident that I'm going to be able to get a touchdown, I'm okay kicking a field goal, making this 15-12. 1st down and 10. Jalen Hurts, middle of the field, caught wide open. I mean, we got to take away the middle of the field. Same shit every single game. Though, if you would have told me that the Raiders would have been able to keep A.J. Brown this quiet, I don't know if I would have believed you.
Armando Ortega again.
Mr. Ortega. More raffle tickets for you, good sir. Ball here at the 41. Hurts. Crouching Tiger. 4 to the left, 1 to the right, and it's an automatic QB sneak. Great play there by Isaiah Palamau to come in and clean it up, and that's going to be a loss of 2, 4:34 to go. 2nd down and 12. Ball here at the 38. Pete Carroll looking on, and he's ecstatic about it. Blaine Craig just gave a salute to Cove Utter. Cove, again, dude, I got to tip my cap to you. When people do crazy shit like that, real recognize real. Hurts steps up into the pocket. He's going to use his legs. And I thought they were going for the ball, and he's just able to drag the Camryn Richardson forward for a first down. Philadelphia, 4 minutes to go. I don't know what you're doing to Camryn. Who are you waving at? Make a tackle. Make a play. I mean, what are we doing? Make a play. Down there on the bottom of your screen is A.J. Brown. Looks like Stokes is mano-a-mano with him. Barkley dancing around, and the Raiders have done a great job taking away Saquon and A.J. Brown. I mean, this is a phenomenal defensive performance here by Patrick Graham.
Now
he's in his bag.
Now they've let Devonta Smith kind of run wild, but
sure,
that's what happens when you lock down other guys.
Sure. 2nd down and 9. Hurts really deep. Oh, man. Snowden! What a horrific route by Eric Stokes. I don't know if you could take a worse route. I mean, that type of route to the runner, that's like you trying to go from Dallas to Las Vegas and making a pit stop in Denver first. No?
I don't know enough geographically if that's bad.
I mean, it's not the right direction. Fake to A.J. Brown, and Hurts is going to run it again. I mean, that's all they're doing. Can we get a spy on Jalen Hurts for the love of God? Gain of 9.
2.5 remaining.
What's going to happen in this game is Philadelphia is going to use all the gosh darn clock, and the Raiders aren't going to have enough time to go down the field. I mean, here's the other thing. If you're Philly, you go for 2. You make this an 18-15 ball game. Eagles looking wide open, checks it down to A.J. Brown.
Oh, I thought he was going to continue to run.
And that's going to be the 2-minute warning, 1:58 to go. Can we hold him to a field goal?
You got the Super Bowl champions on the ropes.
Come on, man.
Super Bowl champs on the ropes.
Come on, man. What are we doing? Come on, Raiders. I mean, again, this defense has played so damn well today. It's hard to be angry at them. They've held Philadelphia to 10 points. Looks, throws, completed. Gain of 9. Timeout Philly, which I'm surprised by. Is there an injury timeout, or I'm not really sure why Philly burned a timeout.
Maybe he didn't get out of bounds, but even still.
But why would you burn your timeout there? If I'm Philly, I'm using the clock. I mean, you've had no problem going right down the field. 2nd down and 1 here, ball at the 9-yard line.
Maybe they just saw how the Raiders did at the end of the half, and they're like, we're not going to do that.
Yeah, shit. Jalen Hurts, handoff, Saquon Barkley. I actually don't know where the end zone is. So he was running, and I couldn't quite tell.
He's at the 2.
Now 1st down and goal, ball at the 2-yard line. If I'm the Raiders, I use timeouts here. I'm using my timeouts. I'm not allowing Philly to take all this clock off. Come on. Hurts. Drops back. Scrambling. Still scrambling. I don't know if he's in.
They called it a touchdown.
Can we challenge that? Because I feel like he wasn't in. Can we get another look at that, Madden? All right, so dude, I don't think he was in. I mean, his body did not land in the end zone, and I get it. But I don't know if the football at any point crossed because he got met at the goal line. Here we go.
Going for 2.
Going for 2 to make this a 3-point game here. Hurts drops back.
Wow.
Did not get it. What a play. I thought he was going to get it. They're just running the football with Hurts.
That was the most predictable play, though. Like, once you saw that it was empty, you're like, they're running it with Hurts.
Yep. Though, somebody get Kolton Miller checked out because Kolton Miller in that last photo looked about the size of Patty the Batty. Though, I do think it's funny. People are, like, freaking out how big he is. I have a picture of Kolton Miller and I look like a toddler next to him. And it's literally like one of my favorite pictures Because people don't realize how gigantic of a human being Kolton Miller is.
Cove.
What are the odds Thornton Jr. milks the udders for his first touchdown celly? I'll tell you this. If you want to ask him that question on Thursday, you can ask him that question on Thursday. Just tune in. We are interviewing Thornton Jr. this Thursday, 4 p.m. Eastern Time.
Here we go. 109, ball at the 26-yard line.
Come on, Raiders.
27. Geno drops back.
Just got to get in field goal range.
Running.
Geno! Hang on to the football. They're going to call timeout up to about the 40-yard line here. 1:02 to go. Raiders have 2 timeouts. I don't know if I love the timeout there, but I understand it.
Yeah, only need a field goal to win it.
Only need a field goal. Who predicted 18-16 on their bingo card? Not me. Not me. First down at 10. Geno's back there by himself. Smith, shotgun. Quick throw, gets rid of it. Tre Tucker catches it. Going to be a gain of 5.
Oh, they're going to let the clock tick.
56 going down. Come on, ball to 45. Got to get in field goal range yet. Raiders showing absolutely no urgency, which scares the hell out of me after the way the first half ended. What are we doing? I mean, you're talking about 20 seconds off the clock. Geno, look in. Oh, boy, that was a risky throw. Thornton Jr.
At the 33, you're in range.
In this weather, though, I don't know if you are.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're looking at a solid, 50-yard field goal in this weather?
Now, with 2 timeouts, do you consider running the ball here?
I do. This play guaranteed for me personally, I'm running the rock here. Because I do think that you're in field goal range here for Daniel Carlson. But if you could pick up a chunk play of 5 on a run, you're feeling really good about yourself. What a run play here. And I actually love that design. You bring Jordan Meredith over, you move to the left guard, you bring him over to the right guard spot, have Jeanty run right behind him, gain of 5. 29 seconds to go, ball here at the 28-yard line. I mean, this has been the Daniel Carlson game. It's been the Daniel Carlson game. Keep feeding him. Keep feeding Jeanty. Let's get Carlson an opportunity. 1 timeout remaining here for Las Vegas. They're going to go back to the ground game, and Jeanty didn't follow his block. Timeout Raiders. I don't know if I like that, because now they don't have any timeouts remaining. God forbid a sack were to happen. Now, do you run or do you pass here? Because if you run, you're going to have to rush your field goal unit out in the snow.
Yeah.
That's not a situation I want to get in. Geno, shotgun. Oh, my God, they're going to go to the ground game. First down, Jeanty, but now we got to hurry up. 20, 19. Come on, Daniel. 15. We're not going to get our field goal unit out. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. This can't be real. What are we doing? Oh, my goodness! I don't know what to think. Touchdown, Brock Bowers! Bro, this is the worst win I've ever seen. Touchdown, Brock Bowers. You freaking knew, too. You freaking knew, bro. I'm not kidding you. Let's be honest. We shouldn't win that football game. We should not win that game. Patrick Rose!
Bang!
From the top rows.
That's 1 boot.
Oh, my goodness. Blaine Craig!
Bang! 1 bang away!
1 bang away from a boot race. No, you set me up.
What are you talking? What?
I got set up.
Patrick Roche with the bang. Blaine Craig
with the bang. I can't believe that's how this game ended. I mean, think about what would be discussed the next day if the Raiders were to lose that football game. I hate the ending to that game so much, and I hate the clock management so much that it's like it takes away from the win. That's the craziest thing I've ever seen, though. That ending might be crazier than how the Raiders lost to the Cowboys in our Madden season. Bro, we were in field goal range. In field goal range. Oh, well. Go fill one up, Buttercup. Go fill one up, Buttercup. Ryan Campbell! Bang! The Soup Daddy! Mr. Ryan Campbell got the party started today, and he's also going to continue to get this party rocking and rolling. Blaine Craig with his first bang of the month of July. Ryan Campbell, 2 bangs today. Patrick Roche, 2 bangs today. But the guy that I think really opened up this shit show was Kovutter. Anybody that spams JWB until Jeremy comes back with our 2 boots, I'm going to put as many people as I humanly possibly can into our fantasy football raffle. Unbelievable, dude. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Let me just say that. I don't believe what I just saw. All right, let's get some names in. Let's get some names in here. And I'm just going to look down, and I'm going to put you in. So, Brian Hinkle. That's the first name that I saw. Brian Hinkle, I got you. I see Urza Alv Arado. Gotcha. I see Hella High Javi. I gotcha. Captain Steve Porch. Gotcha. I see Die Hard Raider. Gotcha. Trust. No. It rhymes with my name. EQ. Gotcha. Benjamin Perez. I gotcha. So if you don't know what you're spamming just one baby for, you're spamming it to get in for a chance to get in our fantasy football raffle, which we will do a spin at the very, very end of this month. I see Ike Nasty. What up, Ike Nasty? I gotcha. I see Flub 831. Flub. Sprint 86. Gotcha. Magic Matt. I see you in there. NEVAH. Miracle. I gotcha. I see Wolverine 209. Like, I'm not kidding you. I don't know how many I'm about to give away. If I see your name, I'm just going for it. Sir Turtle. Gotcha. Kirk Lackey. What up, Kirk? Gotcha. Let's go with Chris Serrato. Gotcha. Funky Monkey. Gotcha. Chuggs is walking in. So the last person that is getting a spot, I'm going to go with Richard Gonzalez, the final spot. Chuggs is back. And I can't believe I'm about to do a boot. I'm telling you this right now. I have fasted all day today. This is literally the very first thing that I am putting in my system. This is going to F me up. Yeah, well, I got my honeymoon next week. So I'm not going to lie to you. I'm trying to be in good shape for my honeymoon. I have not. The only thing I've had today is water. Water and black coffee. This is gonna F me up. This is gonna F me up. All right, do I get a head start at least? How many udders does a cove had? I mean, how many udders does a cow have? 6? I feel like I should know. Has anybody here actually ever milked a cow? I have. I just don't remember. Though I guess there's technically, what, 1 udder. I'm talking about teats. How many teats? 4? 4 teats. All right. I get 4 Mississippi teats. 1 Mississippi teat. 2 Mississippi teat. 3 Mississippi teat. 4 Mississippi teat. Jesus. All right. Here we go. George says, I have milked a cow and a goat. All right, so we got happy dads today. Oh, I was going to say, I smell raspberry. I also smell pollen. Dude, my nose is so effed right now. It's not good. It's just like I have so much pollen in my nose. Again, they live in the middle of nowhere. Kenneth, I got you in. Punisher, I got you in, man. We'll get you, I promise. So let me add this real quick. What is it? Punisher 1251. And then I see Kenneth A.L. Wart. I got you. All right, y'all. So Chuggs and I got to give you a boot race. And it's because of all the crazy, crazy shenanigans that we've gotten. I'll tell you this. If the same thing happens tomorrow, which today we've gotten, I want to say we've gotten 10 bangs today. If we get 10 bangs tomorrow, shit. If we get 10 bangs tomorrow, I'll do another one. I'm getting ready for my honeymoon, but 10 bangs is outlandish in the month of July. It's outlandish. Chuggs will win, like always, from Raider Nation. You're probably not wrong. You're probably not wrong. King Shop, start the boot race. All right, King Shop, I got you. You ready? I need you to count out those Mississippi teats, though. You ready? Oh, God. Rebel, eat raw garlic with honey. It clears the sinus. I did it. Okay. Armando, how do I get in the duck race? $10 Venmo at Mitchell Renz 365.
I'll put the QR code up in a second.
QR code in a second. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really burping right now. I don't know how you do it. Like, I don't know. I actually thought I had you there for a second, because when I hit the bubble, I felt good, but it's so like you try to get that last beer down, it's so difficult. Like, I feel like when I do these races, I come out strong. I also spilled a shit ton. Someday I'll win, dude. Someday I'll win. All right, y'all. Before I keep hiccuping here, if you're trying to get in the duck race, and if you're trying to win some money today, $10 Venmo at Mitchell Renz 365. I do see a few extra people have gotten in the duck race, which right now, as it stands, I see last name that I got was Rob Fravor. Joey D. Avilia, I got you in. Noah Santana, I got you in. Though, I do think we owe a huge, huge shout-out to Goedert, and I only say that because the Raiders were losing the Raiders were not winning. Goedert drops a 3-hundo banger, and the Raiders end up getting a win, and it's one of the worst wins I've ever seen in terms of how the game ended. But
proud of you.
A win is a win is a win, and I'll take any win that I could get at this current point. So, shout out to Goedert, man. When you put good energy out into the world, good shit happens. Elijah Johnson, I see you. You're in. I got you. And then I also see Sean Irish. You, sir, are in. Right now it is a 10 to go home with $105 on today's show. 10 to go home with $105 on today's episode. But actually, that's a lie because we got a few more people getting in. My dad is in. Amy is in. Gilbert Moreno is also in. So now we are up to 120. Now we are up to 120, which the reaction was epic.
Wow.
I mean, I don't even know what I reacted to. I was in shock to the ending of that game. Like, if we needed the field goal, we're in field goal range, and we decided to not kick a field goal, to go for it, pass the football, where, like, that ball needs to go to the end zone. It was caught at, like, the 15-yard line, and Brock Bowers just did the rest. Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. My head's spinning. I am. My head is spinning right now. I mean, that was unbelievable, dude.
Dude, you know how we were talking about the Texas flood earlier?
Yeah.
The Astros and the Rangers each just donated $1 million as well to the relief fund. So
really,
pretty crazy, yeah.
I mean, I'll say this, and maybe this is a unpopular opinion, hot take. I don't think it should just be the teams. Like, in my mind, if a team like the Texas Rangers goes, hey, I'm going to donate X amount of dollars, the MLB should match that.
Yeah.
Right? Like, if me, the Raiders Report, were to donate, let's say, $200 to something, I think I know Chat Sports would match it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and I get it. Like, some people might look at it as, oh, why? But I think it just looks good. Like, I think not only does it look good, it just shows that you're not just greedy. You're not just money hungry. Especially for these people that have millions upon millions. Like, just donate it, right? Like, I don't know. $1 million.
Of course,
huge help.
One of the first comments under it is like, the Astros made $200 million last year. Like, I'm like, dude.
I think if somebody's willing to donate,
that's like if you donated $200 and I'm like, wow, Mitch, you made way more than $200 last year. It's like, yes.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. But I think the point of donating is, at the end of the day, every penny helps. And I think at the end of the day, you know, when you get a bunch of people together to support a cause, I think with everything going on in the world, when you have opportunities to show that, I don't care if you're black, white, Hispanic, I don't care what language you speak, I don't care what football team you root for, at the end of the day, like, you know, we should be rooting for each other, and we should be supporting each other. But maybe that's just me. I don't know. Zeno, the number of fake Venmo accounts taking donations is nuts. It's very terrible, which is why I think you got to make sure that, you know, you're sending the money to the right people. I think you also got to make sure, like, I can remember at one point we had multiple fake Mitchell Renzes and people that were trying to steal off of this show. Like, get a life, you know? Like, get a life. All right, here we go. Final call from Venmo. Rebel Montana needs to go get some food in his belly. Armando Ortega. You in? Yeah, Rebel, thanks for keeping me on track. Sometimes when I do a boot and I don't eat anything, even when I do a boot and I do eat, I go on tangents.
Noah said top 3 420 movies, R.I.P. Tuna. I mean, number one is in my mind is Pineapple Express. Grandma's Boy.
Dude, Grandma's Boy is an elite movie.
Whenever he's with the monkey, he's like, dude, the monkey.
See, my favorite part is where they drink the tea.
Oh, yeah.
And it's the grandma's. Like
I would say Pineapple Express. Pineapple Express, Grandma's Boy, and Half Baked.
I was going to say Half Baked's probably got to be up there. I'll say this. My favorite movie when I'm if nobody's ever seen this movie, if you're in a mood to giggle, let's leave it like that. A great movie to watch is movie 43. I mean, it's out there. Movie 43 is elite. I think it's elite.
All right, last chance to get in the duck race. Are all the names in?
I have all the names written down. I don't see anybody else.
All righty.
I have all the names in as it stands right now. So it is a boy.
I think 130.
130 is going to go to the winner here. 130 is going to go to the winner. 130. Dazed and Confused is solid.
Yeah.
Ike Nasty says Half Baked, How High, Harold and Kumar.
Oh, Harold and Kumar. That's got to be up there, too.
I mean, these duck races have got to be up there.
Speaking of 420.
Yep.
No, nobody else in last check?
One more refresh. Nobody else.
All right.
3, 2, 1. Let's rock. Let's rock today. Also, friendly reminder, I will be live tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Pacific. I'm also going to be live on Thursday. We are interviewing Thornton Jr., so please make sure you pull up and show a little bit of love. I was talking to him over the weekend. Actually, he honestly needs some good laughs. So if you guys could bring your best dad
Oh, my
jokes,
God.
please do so. He lost his dog, which was heartbreaking to me. I was talking to him about it.
Amy
right now is running the good race, though I don't know what's going on with her. I'll tell you this, that's a teapot I'm not picking up. No chance.
That teapot looks like it's
What's
stoned.
scarier, Yoda Jenkins or Patrick Roche? I don't know where these watermelon are being made. Sancho, Anthony Green. Oh, the Night Devil. I mean, if there's somebody that deserves it, it's probably this guy.
Wow, look who's
Richard
second.
Renz, so close. So close, Richie. Though I don't know if Richie would have won or if it would have been DeAndre Mallory. Fabian Moreno, though, is just stunting.
It would have been Richie Renz.
A literal catfish.
I didn't realize that.
A literal catfish. All right, to the Night Devil. I am sending you. So didn't he win? Did he win the last race?
He said catfish poke coming on the menu soon.
I'll tell you what, though, if there's one guy to make me catfish poke that I trust, it's probably Fabian Moreno. Yeah, Fabian 6 days ago ended up winning the duck race. Which, dude, I'm super pumped to be able to meet Fabian, our back-to-back MVP for the month of. Which actually, Fabian, reminds me, can you send me your jersey size? I got to send you a Bang MVP jersey, and I'm going to send you one for obviously the last 2 months. But please put this in your calendar. Please, please, please set a reminder and make sure y'all tune in tomorrow, okay? And I'm going to say this. I'm going to give you guys a deal because I know that when we get people that tune into our live shows, everybody wants to ask questions to Raiders players that we've had. We've had past players on, and I know how difficult it is to be able to get questions on, and I'm going to give opportunities for the audience. I will say this, though. There will be deals tomorrow where if you want to get a question and you want to get in front of Thornton Jr., I'm going to give you a deal on how to do that, okay? So please tune in tomorrow. If you're unable to join tomorrow, then pull up on Thursday and just don't be afraid to listen. Ask as many questions as humanly possible. I know Dante and his agent are very, very fired up about this opportunity. And it's kind of funny how timing happens because Chuggs and I, we were going to interview Dante right when the Raiders drafted him, like right in early May. And, we were, for whatever reason, schedules did not link up. And now we're able to get Dante, and after the offseason that he's had, I almost think it's like kind of more exciting now. I'm not going to lie to you. But shout out to Covutter. Shout out to everybody that made today's show fun. The Night Devil, I don't know if you've confirmed down below that you received the money. That would be much, much appreciated if you could. But seriously, this Thursday, July 10th at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, make sure you're subscribed. Make sure those notices are turned on. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Pacific. Enjoy the rest of your night.